the definition of the concept. Social movement is closely related to LGBT, especially in America. Since the LGBT is enforced, the United States is a land of freedom, which means freedom in many ways, particularly in LGBT. Since the LGBT is a free human right of opinion and expressing oneself, people in a superpower country, and that is America, hold a rally for gender or LGBT rights, and hence, the LGBT concept is so closely related to social movement. After America validated the right to gender equality, other countries began following and enacting that right, especially to the country below.
Connection between the concept to international relation. The concept is LGBT community. Why LGBT action can include in international relation? So I will give you one example for explain connection the both of them. The biggest protest by LGBT community in Washington, Los Angeles, and other US cities can give influence for LGBT community in several countries in the world to do same protest too, like in Brazil, Australia, India, UK, and other countries. The actions have the same goals to fighting for equality of human rights. They are speak their voice. After the protests, especially American protests, the government legalized the right of gender equality. Other countries began to follow and enforce this right. So, LGBT is one of the global social movement have a connection with international relation because LGBT is phenomenon of international relation where there are action or value carried out across national border, which affect forms of civic participation and involvement in globalizing world. And then this action is transnational movement and the part of non-government organization. Action various change such as the government policy and tend to have a global humanitarian impact too.
What kind of global social movement have happened? The kind of global social movement is the biggest protest for LGBT community rights since President Donald Trump took office have happened in Washington, LA, and other US cities. What do the global social movement want? They want to be considered a friend in the society and they are given mobilization from the White House also.
So, who's the actor of the protest? The actor of the protest are people from the states who wants to fight for their right in LGBT, which means that they want their right to be approved and not getting any discrimination.
Where did the demonstration took place? Massive demonstration took place in the major cities in the United States, such as Washington and Los Angeles. This lasts almost a year since the shooting case at the gay nightclub in Florida, which killed 49 people.
In this part, I will talk about when the demonstration and protests occurred. The LGBTQ, which stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer, were doing demonstration and protests throughout 2017 in America. It first started in January when the LGBT community attended Trump's inauguration, and several protests about LGBT equality of human rights in February, March, and April. But even before that, was also gay rights activists doing social movement and protests in Florida at 2016. But the one in Florida does not count as global social movement because there was no impact in global society whatsoever.
Why is this protest done? This protest was carried out to fight for the rights of LGBT people, for the creation of tolerance in the United States. This protest was also carried out so that President Donald Trump would accept and support LGBT people in the United States.
How the LGBT demonstration in USA get started? In August 2016, gay rights activists and religious leaders protested President candidate Marco Rubio and Donald Trump. In January 2017, prior to Trump's inauguration, Work for Peace organized a dance party outside the house of Vice President-elect Mike Pence.